Hi Soul Fam, happy Monday. Welcome back to our channel where we do tarot card readings every week. If we haven't met, I am Frances. If we have, welcome back. I'm so excited for our tarot card reading for this week. Happy full moon, by the way. And yeah, happy October. Was it October last week? Not quite. It was the end of September and coming into October. So happy October. All kinds of beautiful things. And I'm wishing you big blessings and all the good stuff. So let's go ahead and dive in for this week. One really quick announcement. If you are hoping to work together in a one-on-one setting, either for a personalized tarot card reading or a Reiki session or a combination session or an infant or child Reiki session, my calendar is closing the week of Thanksgiving, which is the last week of November if you're not in the US. So I have very limited availability until then, and then I will be coming back. Right now, tentatively, the plan is in March 2026 because I'm going on maternity leave. So if you do want to receive a healing via Reiki, tarot card guidance, anything like that, please book at your earliest convenience to ensure that you get on the calendar. And then the second one, I have two announcements, I guess. For Noble Tarot, this tarot card deck, which I created about 3 years ago now, there are less than 100 of these left, and I don't think that I'm going to be reprinting. So if you have been wanting to get your hands on For Noble Tarot, which also comes with a guidebook for every single card and teaches you how to use them, etc., please go ahead and also place your order as soon as possible to ensure that you get it. Free shipping within the US. Also kind of just thinking ahead to gifting season. If there's someone in your life who would love this, it's a really beautiful gift. So just want to keep you all posted on what is available and what won't be available for a while. So do with that information what you will. All right, let's dive in for this week. Working in the light and the highest. For everyone here's greatest good and deepest understanding at this time. Keeping my energy on, cleansed, protected, and theirs as well. Welcoming in my spiritual team and each and every person who is here, welcoming their team forward. Okay, what do you want to share with us this week? October 6th through the week or whenever this video found you. Come on. Okay. So we have general physical health, like physical body, interesting, not medical advice, but physical body. And then we'll see what this one is about. And before I read them, I suddenly got nervous that this wasn't recording. So let me check that real quick. Okay, we are recording. We're good. Okay, so general guidance, physical body, and then we'll see again what this one is. So starting here. Ooh, okay, hello. Yeah, this one's coming with this. It's sneaking out. Thank you, because we need some guidance on this card. Five of Wands. Five of Wands is the card of conflict and anxiety. So again, this is about maybe like external conflict, things going on in your life, and or internal conflict, busy brain, anxiety, worry, stress, fear. I definitely felt that. Like my anxiety has just been a little bit higher lately. I think there's been a lot going on. It almost is like this like dark cloud where it's like it's not raining and I'm okay and it's actually sunny, but there's like a cloud over there that I'm just like very, very aware of. That's kind of what it feels like for me. So if you've been feeling that too, you're not alone. This can come from uncertainty. This can come from, you know, things going on in your life or those around you that you love and care about. This could be fear. This could truly just be like you're in a time where the brain is really active. We did just have like this really big eclipse season and clearing out. And so maybe the big changes that happened in your life during that time are still settling. And so you're like, how am I navigating this? How am I moving through this? What am I doing, right? This could be last week for some of us. There was this kind of decision to be made, this indecision maybe. And so maybe there was, some anxiety around that. Did I make the right choice? Am I making the right choice? This could really be anything. Externally, this may be, irritability, a little bit more of like a conflicting energy with people really close to you. This could even be like they're saying general conflict. So I don't know, the news. Obviously, we have a government shutdown right now in the US. Things like that. This could be, maybe like news that you receive. Not so much like expect bad news, nothing like that, but it's more just like, okay, this happened and now I have to deal with this type of energy where it's like a little more problem solving instead of easeful. So just being mindful of that this week. We're going to be okay. But what I'm getting with this card, they're like, in light of this, where can you give yourself grace? In light of this, what can you take off your plate? In light of this, where maybe too do you want to take action instead of sitting in the anxiety, the indecision, the unknown, the uncertainty, the fear? Where do you want to try to get some clarity, right? Maybe even working with this full moon energy, this lunation of like, what's working, what's not, what do I want to release, what do I want to focus on? And taking some time to kind of sort through that monkey mind and or get some clarity or action around if there is like outside influences here, kind of like how to best move through these things. Okay. So just keep this in mind. We also have that other card that was peeking out with 5 of Wands. So it was this last card here. This is kind of how we're going to move through it. So in addition to the grace, in addition to giving ourselves time and space where possible, in addition to like taking the pressure and the expectation off yourself, how to best move through this, guidance around this kind of conflicty energy. Yeah. The Empress. Regardless of how you identify in terms of your gender, this card is the mother, the great mother. How can you mother yourself this week? If you don't like that word, how can you nurture yourself this week? Like they said, which was coming through the channel, give yourself grace. Where can you delegate? Where can you take things off your plate? Where can you try to make things a little bit easier for yourself? Where do you want to take some action in order to have the mental clarity, right? Sometimes not doing anything makes us more stressed out. So it's like, let's just get it done. Let's just put a plan in place. Let's just figure this out so I can stop thinking about it. So taking care this week and coming at it from a mothering energy, from the nurturing energy, right? This is very much about how can I care for myself and my world so that it's working for me? How can I make necessary changes for myself and in my world so that it's working for me? That's what a mother does, right? You care for all of the needs of the other, plus you just want them to be healthy and happy, right? How can you do that for yourself this week? So what needs care and attention? How can we, again, put some action towards that to clear the space, to clear the brain? And then how can we ensure happiness? So what do you need to do or want to do this week that's going to bring you joy? Sounds so simple, but it's like that is the sweet sauce, the secret sauce to living. Is like, this is supposed to be fun. So how can we bring in joy? And then healthy and happy, right? Happy and healthy. What do we need for our health? And that is why I feel like we have this card coming through. They said the physical body to really tend to your soul's vessel, this physical body, right? So let's see what's coming up here. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is the card of the in-between. So for some of you, you may be in an in-between stage right now in your health journey. Maybe you are going through something physical, i.e. being pregnant, right? That's a very in-between, like, transformative stage, right? Maybe you're going through some health challenges and you're still in that in between area where it's like, I am on my way to healing, but I'm not fully healed. Maybe you are going through something new, such as, like a new commitment, whether this is exercise or what you're eating or what you're not eating or changing your sleep habits, things like that. I feel like this for us is very much about, we're not quite where we want to go yet, but we are on our way. So with this, the Hanged Man guides us to accept where we are. I think a lot of us want to be further ahead than we are. I keep being like, when is January here? When am I going to have this baby, right? If you're in a more challenging health journey, it's like, when am I just going to feel better? When is this going to stop happening? When am I going to be healed? If you're, going through maybe like trying to create new habits around food or exercise or sleep or rest or meditation or anything like that, it's like, when is this just going to be natural for me so I don't have to try so hard, right? I don't have to make it happen. It just is happening. It just is part of who I am. Hanged Man says, hey, you're doing it. Be patient. Give yourself grace. You are in the middle ground, but that doesn't mean nothing's happening. You are on the journey. You are on the path. So just be here now. Yes, you can keep your eye on the prize, right? For encouragement to get there. And once again, big theme, give yourself grace and patience. You're exactly where you're meant to be, and you are doing it, okay? We all want things to move faster, but you are doing it. It is happening. Second piece of the Hanged Man, and this is for everyone. If you're like, I'm not really going through anything health-wise or physical body-wise right now, like, I'm good. Yes, and Hanged Man says, just okay is not okay. We want to be thriving, not just surviving. So for your physical body, your physical health this week, what is just surviving? What's just okay? And where do you want to shift that to thrive, to feel better? This could be anything from, you know what? I've been a runner for so long, but this is really hard on my body now. I want to try like a bar class or a salsa class or Zumba. I want to try something new, right? That's going to make me feel like I'm thriving, not just like doing what I need to do. Maybe this is, incorporating more greens into your diet and you're like, that's going to help me thrive. Maybe this is getting more sleep, right? Thinking about where in your physical body you're not really feeling at an A, maybe not an A+, right? We're not all going to feel great all the time, but is it your energy levels? Is it fatigue? Is it your digestion? Is it a specific thing? Is it your habits, right? Looking at this and your day-to-day and how you're feeling in this body, and knowing that just okay is not okay. Being in this midline physically, something's off. So it's up to you to identify what that is for you, because you deserve to thrive, not just survive. Okay? Okay, beautiful. And then lastly, we have, we have Queen of Cups. Remember before they said the secret sauce to living well is joy? Queen of Cups is like, just in case you didn't hear that, we're telling you again. Queen of Cups is about following the joy of what lights you up. Queen of Cups is also about letting your emotions out. So let's pause on the joy piece. This is all emotions. If you've been holding things in, especially if you've had a lot of anxiety right now, especially if your body's not feeling 100%, and you're like, I just got to get through today. I just have to get through this week. I just have to get through it. I just have to get through it. I just have to get through it. What are the feelings? Queen of Cups is like, if you don't give your body and your energy and your mind space to actually express how you're feeling, to let those emotions out, they're going to catch up to you, and probably at really inopportune times. So this week, making space to feel, even if they're uncomfortable feelings. We're going to fill back up with joy. We're going to make space for that later. But first, what is it? What's been bubbling up? What have you been trying to shrink down? It's not going to stay down there. You have to let it out. So whether this is talking to a therapist, working with a healer, talking to a friend, these messages have been coming up so often, everyone, right? Like, getting support from outside people. But the focus this week in that is you're not a burden. You need to express this. If you don't want to express it to others, have a good cry in the shower, right? If you struggle to let your emotions out, watch a movie or read a book or listen to a song that evokes that emotion for you. Even if it's not the direct thing, like the expression piece is really, really, really important. Because again, if we don't get these feelings out, even if they're really uncomfortable, especially fear, uncertainty, worry, anxiety, this Five of Wands is just going to keep getting louder and louder and louder and louder. These snakes are just going to keep getting more and more and more and more intertwined, more tangled up, and it's going to be way harder to untangle. There's going to be a lot more effort required from this Empress energy, so much more nurturing to give to try to resolve this. But if we can tap into Queen of Cups and just be like, okay, I can do this. I am strong. Even if this is uncomfortable, I can let these feelings out. Also, mental note, we may be a little bit more emotional this week. That's okay. Letting it flow. Okay. And once it's out, what's our restoration? Really leaning into this divine feminine, the Empress and the Queen of Cups, of how can I fill myself back up from a place of care, from a place of love, and from a place of joy. Maybe it's going to get a little treat, going to get a coffee, going for a walk on your lunch break, whatever it is for you. That is the charge up. That's the battery charger. Okay? So this week, we're really looking at clearing that monkey mind, clearing that anxiety, doing that from a place of love and care. So that's action and intention, and also nurturing. What do I need? What makes me feel good? We're going to look at the physical body, knowing that if we're on a health journey or some type of physical body journey, we are doing it. We are getting closer to the finish line. It just is taking some time, and that's okay. We can accept where we are without rushing it, so that we can give the body what it needs, so that we can listen to what the body is asking for now, instead of missing that and then having to do it later. Caring for it now, which will actually likely speed up the healing process. We know that we are not just going to survive, we are going to thrive. So what do we need to do in order to feel our best in the physical body? Which may include expression of heavy feelings, and then filling ourselves back up with love and care and joy. Okay? Okay. Final piece on that, if you're like, I don't know how to fill myself back up, take a minute. Take a minute right after this is done. Be like, what makes me happy? What lights me up? What have I been wanting to do that I haven't done? Write it down so you have a list in front of you, and then pick one. Okay? Okay. Any questions? Please let me know. Please just be mindful of our emotional and our emotional health and our mental health this week. We might be a little it doesn't feel bad, it just feels a little wavy, right? So just be mindful of that and know, hey, that's okay, this is normal, I'm all right. I'm gonna let it out, and then I'm gonna care for myself. I'm good, okay? I would love to hear how this resonated with you in the comments, so please let me know, or if you have any questions, please leave those in the comments as well. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to this channel. That really helps support me and support the continuation of these messages. I really am hoping to continue to grow this online community, so share with a friend if you feel called. And if you feel called to donate and support me in more of a financial way, that is really helpful and helps me to show up with energy for every reading every week. So I will leave my PayPal donation link in the description box below. If you feel called, truly, every penny is so appreciated. So thank you, thank you. I'm sending so much love. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will see you again soon.